For the latest in strategic affairs, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell icon for updates.
On the occasion of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi's ongoing visit to this city of Bali for the G20, 17th G20 summit. Actually, the summit proceedings are still underway with the third session on digital transformation, and you would have just seen that the Prime Minister has made his intervention there.
Multilateral negotiations often go down to the wire, and at one stage it appeared that the G20 summit in Bali, Indonesia would go through the same travails and tribulations. This followed the missile attacks on Poland, actually mystery missile attacks, and it was not clear whether they were fired from Russia or somewhere else. Fortunately, President Biden weighed in, saying that the missiles, while being of Russian origin, it was not clear whether they were actually fired from Russia. So, although there was some dissonance, I am told, within groups of the G7, nevertheless there was an agreement that a consensus needed to be built. This is far more than just about the conflict in Ukraine. This is about the world economy and the concerns about recession that was there in many parts of the world, including, of course, Europe and the US.
In the current G20 ongoing summit, both in terms of Honorable Prime Minister's interventions during the summit, as also during the negotiations of the outcome document, which were conducted by our Sherpa and our Sous-Sherpa under the leadership and guidance of the Prime Minister. India played a key role in the successful negotiations of the outcome document. There were three key elements of this which defined this role. One was approach, which was very constructive, cooperative, and aimed at consensus building across the whole range of issues which were negotiated in the outcome document. Naturally, the outcome document was being negotiated in a particular global context, and that global context did find a mention in the outcome document, also in particular during its negotiations. And there I would say that Prime Minister's message that this is not the era of war, and that the best way is to return to the path of dialogue and diplomacy to resolve the conflict, resonated very deeply across all the delegations and helped bridge the gap across different parties and contributed to the successful outcome of the document.
India's formulation that to take into account the G7's concerns over Ukraine was incorporated in a separate paragraph that is there in the joint declaration, which states, although in a modified and less condemnatory tone, and the G7 concerns over Ukraine, and it left the summit free to then focus on the real agenda of the summit, which is economic restoration and recovery. As of now, Prime Minister Modi has received the gavel of the G20, so India has formally taken over the presidency, although this comes into effect from December 1st. Nevertheless, the way is now clear for India to go forward on its agenda for the G20 while not leaving out some of the issues and concerns that continue to be part of the G20 and will go through into the next presidency too. In Bali, Indonesia, for Stat News Global, Surya Gangadharan.